Welcome to another episode of the Japan Reach podcast. Embark on an exciting journey through the heart of Japan, its vibrant culture, fascinating traditions, and the stories that make it truly extraordinary. Our team has traveled far and wide across Japan, immersing ourselves in its rich culture and connecting with its incredible people. Now we're bringing those unforgettable experiences straight to you. From hidden gems to captivating guest stories, each episode dives into what makes Japan unique and inspiring. Konnichiwa, Tomodachi. John desu, and welcome to the Japan Reach podcast. You may have noticed I've been gone for a while. I was actually in Japan for a couple of weeks where I took lots of notes and have lots of new topics for the podcast. Today's episode is the result of a day trip I took with a friend to an amazing and beautiful island, the birthplace of Japan itself. Yep, today's episode is all about Awaji. You may remember a mention of Awaji Island in episode 13 about the Great Honshu earthquake. Take a few minutes and check it out. When I say that Awaji Island is the birthplace of Japan, we have to take a look at some of the oldest books in Japan, the Kojiki and the Nihon Shoki. These texts were compiled somewhere around the 8th century, and they give a detailed and somewhat strange history of the Kuniumi, which means birth of the country. According to these writings, Awaji Island is considered the first island created during the formation of Japan by the divine couple Izanagi and Izanami, who happen to also be siblings, which is kind of gross, who reached down from the heavens and stirred the ocean with a jeweled spear that they got from some other heavenly beings. Apparently, divine beings in Japanese heaven kind of appear and disappear over time, so we don't know much information on them anyway. The first island formed from the dripping seawater was Awaji. They must have thought it was a nice place. After all, they left Japanese heaven and came down to live there. They built a nice home and started having children. Some of those children became more Japanese islands, and others became gods. So you could say they were pretty busy parents. We will talk about the mythology behind Izanagi and Izanami at another time. It's a bit tragic, to be honest. Today, people still honor Izanagi at a special shrine called Izanano Mayo, which means Izanagi's temple. So you see, according to Shinto legend, Awaji isn't just a dot on the map, it's the very first dot on the Japanese map, a gift from the Shinto gods. That was the myth. Now let's return to the present and talk about what Awaji is all about today. Of course, you can visit Awaji Island. It sits in the Seto Inland Sea right between Japan's two big islands, Honshu and Shikoku. To get there, you have to cross the Akashi Kaikyō Bridge, until recently the longest suspension bridge in the world. Just a note, there is no train service to Awaji, so you have to take a bus, car, or ferry if you want to go there. I was fortunate enough to go in a car. Awaji Island is home to about 130,000 people, and despite being Japan's first island, you might be surprised to know what it is famous for. Onions. That's right, onions. Yep, Awaji onions are known all over Japan. They're big, sweet, and super tasty, and there seems to be an endless variety of them. During my last trip, we stopped at a grocery store that had nothing in it except for different varieties of onions. Anyway, when you visit the island, chances are pretty good you'll find onion-shaped statues, onion snacks, onion ramen, even plush toys that look like, you guessed it, onions. It's kind of weird, but also kind of awesome. The island is also full of natural beauty. There are green hills, peaceful beaches, and relaxing springs. A place like Sumoto Onsen, you can soak in warm, healing water while watching the waves roll in. It's like nature's spa. If you love flowers, head to Awaji Yumebutai, which means Stage of Dreams. It's a giant garden built on the side of a hill with stairs surrounded by flowers, fountains, and sea views that look like something out of a romance movie. Next door is a giant greenhouse called the Kiseki no Hoshi, or Miracle Planet. Inside there are plants and flowers from all over the world, from desert cacti to jungle vines. Want to pet animals? Visit England Zoo, a family farm park where you can feed sheep, ride ponies, and say hello to kangaroos. Yes, kangaroos on a Japanese island. And now for something really big. My dear friend Hiroko knows I am obsessed with Japan's most famous kaiju monster, Godzilla. After our team had wrapped up our work in Kobe, she stuffed a few of us in her car and headed across the Akashi Kaikyō Bridge. Our destination, Nijijin no Mori, a huge anime and adventure park on Awaji Island. It's home to the world's largest Godzilla attraction. There you will find Godzilla half buried in the ground and kind of frozen in place, just like it had crashed through the island. There is a reason he is like that, but you have to watch the video on your way to the zip line. That's right, I did say zip line. As part of the tour, it cost me and my friend Tori about 3,000 yen. You can zip line right into Godzilla's roaring mouth if you're brave enough. Then you laser tag some virus-looking things around his body to stop the monster from waking up and starting another rampage. I have no idea what that was all about, but it was fun. I will say that from what I could tell, I think he was headed for Kobe, or maybe it was Osaka. Either way, it's part science museum, part adventure game, and 100% awesome. By the way, I also got a great t-shirt with Godzilla on it. That was after Tori and I saved Japan from another rampage. You're welcome, Japan. There are other fun attractions in the park too, including characters from Naruto and Dragon Quest. It's a great place for anime fans, and honestly, if you don't know those shows, it's just a fun place to explore. Awaji Island is also trying to stay green and clean. You'll spot windmills spinning in the wind, solar panels soaking up the sun. The people there really care a lot about nature and the future of the island. And if you love stories about old gods, you can visit places like Onokoro Shrine, said to be where Izanagi and Izanami first touched the earth. There's even a giant red torii gate that welcomes visitors to this sacred place. So whether you want to walk the island's natural beauty, eat a sweet onion ramen, soak in a hot spring, or zip line into Godzilla's waiting mouth, Awaji Island has something for everyone. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed hearing more about amazing Japan. If you enjoyed this episode, hit follow, leave a review, or share it with someone who loves wild stories, travel tips, or legendary lizards. Until next time, I'm your host, saying Jamata.